Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. This morning I have to run to the bank, and on my way there I'm also going to stop and put fuel in my truck for the first time after running these 125 injectors. So we're actually going to do a, I guess, comparison between fuel mileage on the 200s. I think they're 200s. I have not heard back yet from Stealth Diesel. Those are sent back in. Basically a comparison between the 125s and the 200s, 250s, whatever they are, and see what kind of mileage I picked up. I can say that I have picked up mileage, but I just don't know how much. And then while I'm there, I'm also going to grab some gasoline for my son's dirt bike. He's going to head off with one of his friends today and do a little bit of mudding, I guess you could say. We had about 2 inches of rain yesterday, and everything is just a mess. Oh crap. That's good enough. Kind of hard trying to do things one-handed, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of keep you guys up to date. I have had a couple of comments and people ask what the injectors are running like. So far they're running awesome. Everything runs really well, and the biggest part is heading down the road I'm not blowing so much black smoke that it's just intolerable to me and everybody else. Now, with that being said, my truck is a stick, so I don't have the luxury of, you know, the automatic downshift or what have you. So, you know, as you're running down the road, and if you stay in that higher gear and you give it gas, it's gonna lug, or it's gonna bog down, and it's gonna, you know, start blowing black smoke, and it's gonna soot. So therefore, with the standard transmission, you have to downshift, or you are gonna get the soot. So, but my biggest thing is to see what kind of fuel mileage I have picked up running the 125 versus running the 200. I almost forgot to grab my Hot Shot Secrets Everyday Diesel. Need that. This time I'm just gonna run down to, don't forget, link in the description. Head over to Hot Shot Secrets for all your diesel fuel needs, and they have all kinds of oil stuff. And you can use coupon code CM73 and they'll send you a free bottle of Everyday Diesel. Just a kind of shameless plug for Hot Shot Secret. Anyway, just heading down here to BP this time to fill up a fuel instead of over to the truck stop or out to Walmart. Diesel fuel in my area is really shot up. I don't know what it's like in everybody else's area, but we're sitting right around $3.05 to $3.20 a gallon at the highest point. I'm heading over here because they have a point system, and right now I have enough points to get 25 cents off a gallon, so that'll bring it down to $3.80 a gallon. So that'll really help. Their price is $3.05 right now, so that'll be a lot more cost effective than running clear to St. Mary's or clear across town. St. Mary's, last time I looked, was $2.88. So like I said, it's just a little more cost effective just to run right down the road and use that, use some of my points and put fuel in that way versus, you know, running 20-30 miles someplace just to get fuel. I have everything taken care of at the bank, and something else I wanted to share with you too. We are now going to have another option as far as gasoline and diesel fuel here on this side of town. We are getting a Casey's here in my area, so I'm pretty excited about that. Right now, the only thing we have just, you know, within a mile or two right down the road is just the BP Dukes and Dutches. Now we're going to have the opportunity to have a Casey's too. I have purchased fuel before from Casey's in a little town south of me called Cridersville. They have actually 3 places right on one corner. They have a Speedway, they have a Fuel Mart truck stop, and then they have a Casey's, all on the same block. So I don't know how all 3 of them do it and stay in business, but we'll see how that goes. That Casey's has been there probably about a year and a half, and all 3 of them continue to stay open. I wouldn't think the truck stop would close because there really isn't any room for trucks to get in and out of the Casey's. It's more, I mean, for diesel fuel, it's more for pickup trucks like myself, but for semi trucks, they don't have the room to get in and out of there. So right now, pulling into Dukes and Dutches To get fuel, you can see gasoline now is $2.85 and diesel is $3.05. So I'm going to get fuel and see what kind of mileage I've received out of these 125s. All right, after a few hours, did some breakfast with the in-laws and getting things ready. My son's gonna go riding today, getting trailer loaded up, and then fiddle farting around at the gas station. Of course, I told you that, you know, I was able to do 25 cents off a gallon, but it's only on 25 gallons. And then when I tried to run my card again, and it kept saying see cashier, so I had to go in, pay. Long story short, basically with the 125 injectors, I did 17 miles to the gallon, and that is an average in town, driving back and forth to work, pulling a trailer every weekend. So that's not too bad. If you remember right, the best I did was 17 3/4, and that was over the road, running down to my sons, helping them move and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with that. I thought it would be more, but you know, I'm really happy with that. You know, I did 488 miles times my 10% with 35-inch tires, and that's 536.8 divided by 31 gallons, and that's where I come up with 17 miles to the gallon. So all in all, I think that's pretty good. I believe the best I did before was 15 something. I'd have to go back and watch the previous videos with the 200 horse injectors. So I'm pretty tickled to death. Now, I am going to go ahead and purchase new tires and wheels. I feel that with my current setup, my 35s, you know, it's going to be, and I'm looking at the Ridge Grapplers is what I was looking at as far as tires. So therefore, those are going to be right around $1,400 to put those on my current wheels. My wheels are a Method 305. They're a 17x9, and I'm running the General Grabber, the original tire that they come out with. I've got right around quarter tread left. There's not much left on there. Each is just a little bit different. The fronts are just a little bit more because I just did do the tire rotation. Everything's wearing nice and smooth, so I'm not too concerned about that. But you know, these are $1,400 just for tires, or I can order from some place like Rims One or Custom Offsets and do right around $1,900 to $2,100 for everything new. Now, what I'm going to go with is probably a 22x12, and then I'm going to drop down probably to a 33-inch tire on a 22-inch wheel. I haven't decided if I'm going with a 33-inch tire or a 35-inch tire. 33s are going to be just about the size that's on there now, just because of those are worn. So I'm thinking that I'm going to go with the 33x12.5 on a 22x12-inch wheel. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back with 35s or stay or go to 33s. So we're going to see kind of what that does as far as fuel mileage also. You can kind of sight across there. Those are right about 33 and a half inches or so, kind of leveling across. I would say 34, right around in there. So I'm not going to be losing that much height as far as what's on there now. I'm going to go probably with the amp ATZs on in a 33 12.5 by 22. So, you know, with that, you know, looking at custom offsets and looking at Rims One, it's going to be right around the $2,000 range. So, and then if I can sell these and get between $500 and $700, that puts me cheaper than just buying the tires themselves. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So, anyway, if anybody is interested and is close to me, relatively close, you know, I'll meet you within, you know, a little bit. Those methods are going to be for sale with the current tires that are on there. They're a 17x9 wheel, and the tires, like I said, they're probably quarter tread or less left on them, but they do, you know, they hold air and they run smooth. I probably, if I was going to be, you know, changing them out, I probably would have them rebalanced. I have them static balanced, and I have, when I just switched them out last time, I knocked a couple of the weights off. So with that being said, I would have them rebalanced. They do balance, and you know, they run fine. Anyway, fuel mileage as far as the 125, 17 miles to the gallon, and that's running back and forth to work. A lot of city and town driving, and pulling a trailer every weekend, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's pretty much all I have today. Hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Tear down on the truck next week to do the valve springs and the fluid dampener. So stay tuned, hit that bell notification, and become part of the family. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, we will talk to you later on. Bye-bye.